Hello, Mrs. Monroe here. I am a pre-K teacher in IPS, and I am here to do a math activity with your child to practice numeracy. So meaning like working on numbers and counting and comparing. So as you can see here, I have a writing tool. You can use any writing tool that you have at home. Sticky notes to write the numbers, and we want your child to practice writing numbers from top to bottom. And then a variety of coins, different coins. So the first step is sorting the coins. So I'm going to group all the quarters together. All the nickels together, all the dimes, and all the pennies. So looking at the different groups of coins, which group do you think has the most? Looking at them. In fact, I am going to make them into a cool design. And you have your child practice doing this at home too. Because when you make it into a picture, it's easier to see which has the most and which has the least. So now you can see better which has the most. Right here, the quarters. It shows how many. Look, and you want your child to practice just looking at it and knowing that shows 5. Instead of counting them, we want them to see it right away. That's 5. Okay? So let's line the nickels up first because they show the most. And I'm going to count as I line them up. That's also a very important skill to work on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So there's 5. Now, which group shows the most now? Out of here. Right here, this shows, you should know without counting, 4. Because we know 2 and 2 makes 4. So line them up below. 1. And see how it's lined up right below the nickel. So, okay? So it's neat and organized. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we know this shows 4 in all. Okay. Now the next group would be the dimes. How many does that show? 3. Very good. Sorry, I'm going to go around this way. 1, 2, 3. Okay. How many pennies? 2. Okay, so line them up below the dimes. 1, 2. So now we can really see, which group has the most and which has the least. Now what we're going to do is count them all together. So when we count, make sure your child touches the item as they count it. So we start at the top, we return sweep, go across, return sweep all the way to the bottom. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What comes after 5? 6, 7, 8, 9. What comes after 9? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And make sure your child says, there are 14 coins altogether. Well, which number shows 14? Right here. Very good. 1 and 4. Okay. 1, 10, 4 ones. 14. Down at the bottom here. Okay. Now, let's count how many of each coin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which number shows 5? Right here. Very good. So we're going to label that 5. Okay? Now looking here, maybe you don't even have to count to know. If you know that here shows 1 less, well, what's 1 less than 5? 5, 4. Here's 4. 5, 4. What's 1 less than 4? 3, which is 3. Okay? 1, and then 1 less than 3 would be 2. Very good. Okay. Or you can, if you want to put them closer to the coin, you know, you can do that too. However you're comfortable doing it. Okay. So there was some fun math activities that we did. Another way to expand their math skills is working on like very simple addition. So for example, if you have 5 nickels here, what you can do is break them up. So there's 5 all together, but you could put 2 over here, right? And 3 over here, and then say 2 and 3 more is how many altogether? 5, right? Or you could say 3 and 2 is 5. You could say 4 and 1, put them together, and that also makes 5. So separating the coins out, knowing when you put them together, that makes 5. Okay, so same thing with 4, 2, and 2 makes 4 altogether. Or 3 and 1 makes 4 in all. 3 and 1 more makes 4. Even 4 and 0 makes 4 in all. Okay? With 3, you could say 2 and 1 is how many in all? 3. Okay? And then for 2, 1 and 1 is 2 in all. So I hope this activity helped you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.